and tourism topic, the impact of climate change in Zambia livestock, and this one will be on radio. So we also have the witnesses which are Zambia Environment Agency, Zema Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry. So you can catch us live on our parliamentary radio for this. Binson Nabodiato. We have a committee on local government accounts, which is live right here on a parliamentary television. And the first witness we expect Itezhi Town Council, thereafter Chirundo Town Council, Choma Municipal Council, and Siavonga Town Council. So we urge you to stay glued right here on a parliamentary television, the station that is dedicated to bringing parliament closer to you. And remember, the committee on local government accounts is sitting, and it is considering the report over the Auditor General on the audit over the local authorities from 31st December 2023. This is parliamentary television, and I just read you through some of the committees which are sitting, and I think you've been abreast. So we're standing by for the Committee on Local Government Accounts.
On the Vice President's question time.
Questions for oral answer understanding order number 76.
For a matter to be admitted, it has to be of recent occurrence.
Continue watching Parliament TV, a channel dedicated to bring Parliament closer to you.
My eParliament mobile application. First, download the app on either Play Store or App Store and install. After installation, open the app. Step 1. Register your personal information, that's your names, gender, NRC and date of birth. Step 2. Add your contact information, your email, phone number and home address. Step 3. Select your constituency. Step 4. Create your 4-digit PIN. At this point, the system will send an SMS to your mobile number with a one-time passcode. Step 5. Confirm with one-time passcode that was sent to your mobile. Step 6. Sign in using your phone number and the 4-digit PIN. And Step 7. Create your submission and submit. My eParliament, bringing Parliament closer to you. My eParliament mobile application. My eParliament is a mobile application developed by the National Assembly of Zambia in order to bring Parliament closer to you. You can download and install My eParliament from App Store or Play Store. Once installed, you can raise your concerns, provide your input, opinion and feedback on various projects or decisions being made in your constituency. On My eParliament mobile application, you can listen to Parliament Radio. You will have access to parliamentary documents such as bills and acts which are considered in Parliament. Access to National Assembly social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can also watch parliamentary debates live on our YouTube channel. Download My eParliament now. My eParliament, bringing Parliament closer.
Good morning, Council Secretary and the team.
Good morning, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. I wish to welcome you on behalf of our permanent witness, the honorable members of the committee, and indeed on my behalf, I wish to welcome Itezhi Town Council to your committee on local government accounts, where you'll be making your submission of your memorandum on the Auditor General's report for your financial year ended 31st December 2023. Before we begin our deliberations, I wish to assure you that the submissions that you make to this committee are protected under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which gives immunity to the honorable members of parliament for their submissions while in the House and as well as committee. The same immunity is extended to you. This means that the information you release to this committee cannot be used against you outside parliament or any courts of law. However, should you deliberately or willfully mislead the committee, the same Cap 12 can be used against you. It is the view of the committee that you cannot willfully or deliberately mislead it. Hence, we'll ask you to choose to be factual and truthful in your submission, and submit freely when called upon to do so. So we'll begin our interaction with introductions. I'll call upon you to make introduction of yourself, and then allow your delegation members also to introduce themselves. I wish to call upon you, CS, to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Chair. My name is Exilda Haninga Milambo, the Acting Council Secretary, Itezhi Town Council. Good morning to you, Chair, and the members of the committee, and good morning to the permanent witnesses. At this point, I'll call upon my team to introduce themselves, starting from my far right.
Before that, I note that you're acting. Where is the substantive council secretary?
The substantive council secretary is on leave, and I'm acting on administrative convenience only since June last year.
He's on leave.
Yes, Chair.
What is your substantive position in the council?
My substantive position is Director Planning.
Director Planning. You said the CS has been on leave from last year. Is it annual leave or? Switch on the microphone. Sir, switch off your mic. Yes, madam.
Yes, Chair. The substantive council secretary is on leave. It's a suspension.
The employer. Where is the Itezhi council secretary? Local Government Service Commission.
Sorry, Chair, I'm not so privy to this case, but I'll ask my colleague from the ministry who's aware about the case.
Mr. Kazinga.
Thank you, Chair, and we apologize that in the preliminary maybe we omitted to have mentioned that the CS is indisposed. We will need some legal undertakings.
Legal undertakings, disciplinary matters. Okay, you may continue with the introductions.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Chitamaluka Albert. I'm the Acting Director Planning from Itezhi Town Council. and good morning, members of the Honorable Committee.
Where is the substantive director planning? Oh, okay. Yes, next one.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Abraham Chansa, Internal Auditor.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of the committee and officers from line ministries. My name is Ntambu Kashala, the Director of Engineering from the Itezhi Town Council. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. Good morning, permanent witnesses. Mukwasham Sonda is my name, Acting Director of Finance, Itezhi Town Council.
I know you wanted me to ask you, where is the Director of Finance? Where is the Director of Finance?
He retired.
He retired. Okay.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Elliot Mukabila. I'm the Senior Procurement Officer.
Thank you so much. Permanent witness from the Office of the Auditor General.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Chair, and your committee. Good morning, Itezhi Town Council. My name is Alphonsus Malambo, Director, Office of the Auditor General, Southern Province. I'm accompanied by other officers who introduce themselves. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. And good morning, Itezhi Town Council. My name is Martin Oni, Assistant Director, Southern Province. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Simon Munyama from the Planning and Research Department, Office of the Auditor General.
Good morning, Chairperson, and good morning, everyone. My name is Luvinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General.
Thank you so much. Our permanent witness from the Ministry of Finance.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Nakaze from Ministry of Finance, Accountant General's Office. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members of the committee. Good morning, it is Itezhi. My name is Achuya Davis, Assistant Director, Local Authorities Department, Ministry of Finance, Audit Division. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Our permanent witness from the Ministry of Local Government.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning to you and the honorable members of your committee. Itezhi, welcome to your sitting. I'm Kazinga Kennedy from the Ministry of Local Government and Road Development. Thank you.
Secretariat.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. Good morning to our permanent witnesses. Good morning to you, Acting CS, and your management team. My name is Emmanuel Valia from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you so much. I now wish to call upon the honorable members of the committee, starting with the honorable member of Parliament for Kaumbwe.
Sorry, Chair, for your indulgence. The commission, you skipped.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. The employer, permanent witness. Apologies, madam.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of the committee. Good morning, Itezhi. My name is Mulumbenj Kasanka from the Local Government Service Commission. Thank you.
Honorable Dr. Mwanza has blocked my view. I need a higher chair. Yes, Honorable Dr. Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, permanent witnesses, and welcome Itezhi to your committee. I am Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petauke District of the Eastern Province.
Thank you. The Honorable MP for Usakile.
Thank you. Morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable colleagues of the committee and the honorable colleague from Itezhi, Secretariat, all the permanent witnesses, not forgetting you, Itezhi Town Council. Good morning. Kalabo Pavuma is my name. I represent Usakile constituency, Kitwe, in the Copper Belt.
Thank you so much. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Mangango.
Thank you so much, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, our fellow honorable members of Parliament. Good morning, our permanent witness. Morning, Itezhi Town Council. Morning, our viewers and the listeners out there. Even our fellow honorable member of Parliament for Itezhi in the background there. Good morning to you. I'm Luhamba Mwene, Member of Parliament for Mangango. Thank you.
The Honorable MP for Dundumwezi.
Chairman, I'm grateful and good morning to you. Good morning, my colleagues, honorable members, our permanent witnesses, good morning. Itezhi Council, good morning, my good neighbors. And may I also recognize the MP for Itezhi, who is my neighbor. Good morning and welcome to your committee. I'm Singombe Edgar, representing Dundumwezi. Thank you.
The Honorable Member of Parliament for Siavonga.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning. Good morning, permanent witnesses. Itezhi Town Council, good morning. Morning, colleagues. My name is Mulunda Darius, Member of Parliament for Siavonga constituency, and a member of this committee, Chairperson. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I wish to recognize the Member of Parliament for Itezhi, who's joining us in the public gallery. Please use the microphone on my far left there to introduce yourself, and welcome to the committee.
Well, thank you so much, and good morning to everyone. My name is Tuambo Mutinta, Member of Parliament for Itezhi constituency in Southern Province. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Acting Town Council Secretary, you may go ahead and make your presentation to the committee.
Thank you so much, Chair. I'll go to the memorandum to the Committee on Local Government Accounts Responses, paragraph 103 of the report of the Auditor General on the audit of accounts for the financial year ended 31st December 2023, with those appendices below. We go to page 2, audit findings, budget income and expenditure. Under local taxes, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and wish to report that the variance of 701,611 kwacha under local taxes was due to under-collection as a result of non-compliance of ratepayers, coupled with communication from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development exempting tourism facilities from paying rates in protected areas. Action taken. Management wishes to report that residential ratepayers have been engaged and sensitization is ongoing on the importance of paying rates and the consequences of non-payment to the council. Management wishes to report that we have since collected the outstanding residential and commercial rates of 548,827 kwacha, and the remaining 152,784 kwacha is in the protected areas. Remedial measures. Management will continue to engage and enlighten the community on the importance of paying property rates through stakeholders engagements, radio shows, mobile announcements on a quarterly basis. As the district has proved to be, the growing community and the council will further provide incentives to the residential rate payers, such as residents who pay their rates promptly. We can refer or see Appendix 1 for the attachments and evidences. Under fees and charges, cause of query, management wishes to report that the under-collection of revenue on fees and charges was as a result of poor response from the community on the plots which were advertised and re-advertised by the local authority. Action taken. Management has re-advertised the plots and has applied for Land Development Fund, LDF, in order to fully service the plots. Further, that survey has been done on the said plots. The local authority has as well procured a differential global positioning system, a GPS, and a qualified officer has since been employed by the Local Government Service Commission. Further, on the rental shops amounting to 16,000, this has since been collected, while levies has been, public transport levy has been enforced as follows: buses 100 kwacha, taxis 10 kwacha, and light trucks 50 kwacha. A market committee and transporters associations have been established in in order to strengthen community participation respectively. On the market fees, council management engaged the market committees who were refusing to pay market fees. Remedial measures, management wishes to report that it will continue collaborating and engaging with the stakeholders on matters of land and provide more services to advertise land. Management will also continue engaging respective associations such as marketeers and buses and taxis associations. We can see Appendix 2 for the attachments. Licenses and permits. Cause of query. Management wishes to report that the under collection of adverse revenues on licenses and permits of amounts 127,870 kwacha and 133,997 kwacha respectively was due to non-compliance by the business houses in the district. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has since engaged business owners in the community by sensitization through radio programs on the importance of paying licenses and permits. Remedial measures. Management wishes to report that it will continue collaborating and engaging the business owners on the need for compliance. We can refer to see Appendix 3 for the attachments. Under levies, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations of over-collection on levies and wish to report that the over-collection of revenue was because of the high fish catches recorded as well as strict management systems. Action taken. Management will continue engaging on a quarterly basis with fish and carpenter traders on the areas of need to avert leakages on revenue and possible adjustments upwards and on the prices of this commodity and updating the database of fish and carpenter traders monthly. Remedial measures. Through stakeholders collaboration and engagement, management will continue engaging the fishing community, that's the fish associations, and to ensure that correct database is attained as the council strengthens monitoring of the fishing activities to enhance compliance. See Appendix 4 for the attachments. Other incomes, cause of query. The positive variance of 748,526 kwacha against the budgeted amount of 48,000 kwacha was as a result of interest received from CDF loans which were aligned as other incomes besides the other receipts classified as other incomes the council earns from the account sitting with Zanaco. Action taken. The council management will continue to seek clarity through the Office of the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development on the utilization of interest earned from CDF account. Remedial measures. Management will ensure that interest earned is reported and accounted for in accordance with the provisions of Section 33 of the Public Finance Management Act No. 1 of 2018. Other grants, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the observation made by the auditors on other grants and wish to report that the amount was not budgeted for during the fiscal year and that the funds were received at demand ministry and researches where there is a need in the rural councils, and the amount of 198 came from Ministry of Finance meant for budget sensitization during the period 2023. Action taken. Management will continue to widely engage stakeholders and funders who would see a need to fund projects in any of the wards in the district to better the living standards of the people in the district and the council at large. Remedial measures. Through collaboration and stakeholders engagements, council management will strive to involve donor communities to come on board and contribute in areas of need in the district. See Appendix 5. Local Government Equalization Fund, cause of query on page 6. The adverse variance of 257,750 of Local Government Equalization Fund was as a result of the deductions done at source by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development for LASIF contributions, Zulawu Headquarters HQ and FASU's HQ, which caused the variance of budgeted amount against the actual receipts received during the fiscal year. Action taken. Management will endeavor to rely on advice from the parent ministry whenever they deduct funds at source for such obligations. Remedial measures. The council management will endeavor to seek indulgence from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to increase the Local Government Equalization Fund from the current 1,126,569.55 to 1,538,818 kwacha to cater for these deductions and meet the current adjustments of personnel. See Appendix 6. Unspent funds, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and wish to report that funds amounting to 2,157,611 were unspent as at time of an audit as they were committed to projects. Action taken. Management wishes to report that funds amounting to 321,355.68 and 2,469,650 were spent on the construction of one mourners shelter at Chongo Cemetery, 2, the construction of revenue checkpoint at Kayawe, and the balance was spent on salaries and council operations. Remedial measures. Management will endeavor to seek that funds are used promptly for intended purposes. So we come to annual performance of the council, adverse performance on locally generated revenue.
You can skip
Cause
this
of query.
one. You can skip this one.
I skip it?
It's tackled, yes.
Thank you.
You can go to the next.
Huh? Which one?
Deliverable is on the same page. The next page
Okay.
is on the same page.
So I go to okay, deliverable targets and outputs not achieved. So a cause of
Cause of query on page 8.
Yeah, cause of query on page 8 under local governance. Management acknowledged the auditor's findings and wished to report that the council had planned to hold 5 WDC elections in case of any eventualities such as death or resignations as per orientation guidelines. However, during this period under review, only 4 elections were held due to the 3 resignations and 1 death by WDC members in a total of 4 zones. Action taken. Management has set realistic targets instead of has set realistic targets. Remedial measures. Management wishes to state that more realistic and smart targets will be set onwards. Public health cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and wishes to report that the target of rehabilitating 15 boreholes was not achieved because of the unavailability of funds and missed personnel. Management wishes to report that 10 boreholes were rehabilitated with support from the Ministry of Water and Sanitation Development. Remedial measures. Management to ensure that the targets set are realistic and achievable. Management will also increase the revenue collection efficiency to ensure service provision liquidity is available. Integrated development plan cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to report that the failure to achieve 100% target was due to low turnout from plot applicants. Action taken. The council management has extended the payment period to continue running to procure plots. Remedial measures. The council management will continue marketing the district and requests from Road Development Agency to improve the D769 road, which will attract the citizenry to get land in the district.
We come to management of non-current assets and accounted for assets, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and wish to report that the items in question with a value of 104,995 kwacha were not availed at the time of audit. Action taken. The council management wishes to report that on availed items amounting to 51,981.80 were missing laptops, while items amounting to 53,013.20 are items which were stolen. The council management wishes to state that the stolen items were reported to the police and the investigations are still ongoing, while laptops were delivered and distributed to officers, and management has found all the 3 laptops. Has enhanced security in all council, deployed all council police, and installed security lights in strategic areas. Appendix 8. Audit opinion, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and wish to state that financial statements for the year 2022 were qualified. Action taken. Management wishes to state that it requested for the financial statement to be restated by the Office of the Auditor General, and they have since been restated, and the council is waiting for response from the Office of the Auditor General on the financial statements for 2022. Remedial measure. The council management will endeavor to ensure that errors and misstatements are dealt with promptly. See Appendix 9. Then we come to budget funding and expenditure, cause of query. The council wishes to report that the adverse variance of 3,941,062 kwacha was due to various facets aligned on revenue lines in our 2023 budget, predominantly charges with an amount of 3,645,000, which did not perform well because of non-responsiveness from plot applicants despite applying for plots. Further, council management wishes to report that the unspent funds of 2,157,611 was due to funds which were committed for projects, personal emoluments, and council operations. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the funds have since raised and capital projects and other operational expenses at the council. And that the council will endeavor to ensure that funds are spent prudently. Remedial measure. Management will ensure that towards the end of the financial year, funds are utilized and spent accordingly. We can see Appendix 10. Overemployment of staff, cause of query. Management wishes to report that the overemployment of staff was due to the fact that the mandate to recruit lies under the preserve of the Local Government Service Commission, and the council only receives staff recruited to it and deployed by the Local Government Service Commission. Action taken. Management has continued engaging the Local Government Service Commission by submitting staff returns, and excess staff must be transferred. Remedial measures. Management will continue updating staff returns to the Local Government Service Commission for their action. You can see Appendix 11. Next is failure to fill vacant positions, cause of query. The council management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wish to report that the mandate to recruit and fill vacant positions in the local authorities under the preserve of the Local Government Service Commission, and the council only receives officers that are recruited and deployed to it. Action taken. Council management wish to report that it has continued engaging the Local Government Service Commission through submitting staff returns and by recruiting staff that are inadequate at the local authority. Remedial measure. The council management will continue to engage the Local Government Service Commission to fill or recruit the key staff. See Appendix 12. A failure to provide white book for movable assets, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to report that the white books were not availed to the auditors during the audit. During audit, due to that, the white books were not available for 5 donated vehicles, while 9 were procured by the council. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the process of acquiring the white books from all government and donated vehicles has commenced, and they have since guided on the requirements for the vehicles to be re-registered. Remaining measures, you can refer to Appendix 13 for that. Remaining measures, report that in future council government movable assets will have white books. And failure to secure properties with title deeds, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to report that the 17 properties are not secured with title deeds. Action taken. Management wishes to report that in an effort to have council properties on title, we have managed to have all council properties numbered by the Provincial Lands Office as per attached copy. Furthermore, we are in receipt of a circular number MLGRD 71277 from Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development requesting for submission and of information on local authorities' properties without title deeds in order for the Ministry of Lands to issue title deeds to all council properties that are not yet on title. We have since submitted as per attached copy, and you can remedial measure. Management will endeavor to ensure that all properties are titled eventually. See Appendix 14. Failure to insure motor vehicles and buildings, cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's findings and report that the 6 motor vehicles were non-runners and not insured. Action taken. Management wishes to report that all running vehicles were insured and budget provisions have been made to maintain and repair them. Remedial measures. Management wishes to state that it shall ensure that all runner vehicles are insured. Appendix 15. Poor management of waste, cause of query. Council management wishes to report that failure to provide waste bins and receptacles was as a result of the inadequate revenue council collects despite being budgeted for under locally generated funds for the financial year ended 2023. Action taken. The council management wishes to report that waste bins have since been the community. Remedial measures. The council management will continue to adhere to the Market and Bus Stations Act as well as government directives. See Appendix 6. Next is failure to Appendix 16, failure to settle statutory and other obligations, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wishes to report that the statutory obligations amounting to 13,017,917 kwacha were not paid due to cash flow challenges. Action taken. Management wishes to report the program for liquidating the debt is still ongoing, and that in the 2025 budget and the council management has allocated 9,029,000 towards settling statutory and staff obligations, and that council management will implement cost-saving measures by ensuring that expenses are reduced and funds are allocated towards statutory obligations. Remedial measures. Management wishes to state that it shall continue to add obligations timely. Appendix 17. Failure to settle staff obligations, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's findings on failure to pay off obligations amounting to 2,526,62 kwacha due to inadequate funds to meet staff obligations. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the dismantling of staff debt is a priority to management and is ongoing and has been factored in the 2025 budget. And as for terminal benefits, payments are done through the payroll, while salaries, wages and arrears and commutation of leave days are paid as funds are available, while settling in allowance was cleared. Remedial measures: management will ensure to clear the outstanding obligations as soon as council's revenue improves, and management communicates with staff when funds are available. See Appendix 18. Failure to establish firefighting services. Cause of query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wish to report that the basic fire services are provided. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the fire section conducts fire inspections, issues fire safety compliance certificates and responds to emergencies. Remedial measures: management will strive to ensure that the fire section is constructed and functional in 2025, and will continue to engage the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development for support on the procurement of the fire engine. See Appendix 19. Submitted for your consideration, undersigned by myself, Itezhi Haninga Milambo, Acting Council Secretary, Itezhi Town Council.
Thank you so much, Honorable. We will now take points of clarification. So we can start with Honorable Mwene Rohamba.
Thank you so much, Chair. I think let me start with page 9, Chair.
Page 9.
Management of non-current assets and accounted for assets. Chair, during the time of audit, the State Town Council had the 3 missing laptops and the other items. I would just like to find out from the acting CS where these 3 laptops were during the audit. Were they with the people, and why were they not provided for audit at that particular time? And then the next question is, what are those other items that were stolen? I submit, Chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, you may respond.
Thank you, Chair. As I have stated, yes, currently we have all the 3 laptops. During the time of audit, because 1 laptop was actually being repaired, then with officers who were aware, unfortunately, at that time when the auditors came. Then for the other items that were stolen, we had, among other items, we had television sets and decoders and other
Honorable Mlunda, follow-up.
Yes, just a follow-up, Chairperson. Acting CS, you are saying the 2 laptops were with the officers that were not at the station at the time, and the other one was at some workshop somewhere for repairs. How long did the audit last in Itezhi? 2, what was difficult for you as a local authority, as a council, to give the information to the auditors that, look, the other laptop is somewhere there, the other one, these 2 are with the officers that are not here, the officers that we could contact, because we have phones these days, for confirmation, so that this particular query is dropped. What was difficult about that? Chair, thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, please, you may respond.
Yes, Chair. Unfortunately, At the time when the auditors came, or let me state, usually when the auditors are in the district, they could be there for a week or so. So, unfortunately, I will just state, as we have mentioned, it was so hard possible for us to contact to ask the officers to, we did contact them, but it was not possible for the officers to bring them because of the locations in which they were working from at the time. So by the time they actually came, the auditors had left.
Honorable Mlunda and Honorable
Madam
Mwene.
Council Secretary, did you attend the audit yourself? Were you present yourself?
Yes, I was present in 2023.
No, I'm asking, were you part of the officers that worked with the auditors when you were giving that information? Did you hear or did you give the auditors that information yourself? Were you part of that?
Well, sitting in the office of CS, I would say yes, because of perpetual succession.
No, I understand you are DPO yourself, isn't it? But I know you are acting. But why I'm trying, because from your submission, one would see that you don't have the information. So that's why I'm asking, were you present when that information was being given to the auditors?
Personally, no.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
How many laptops in total were involved?
There are 3 laptops, and I also forgot to mention the question which was asked earlier to say where are those laptops. We actually have them with us.
Honorable Mwene.
Chair, from the information that the acting CSS is giving, it's like she's leaving out some information that she's aware of. For example, she has stated that they were in a place that they could not be able to send the laptops. I don't know. She knows the place, and she knows the difficulties of that particular place, or those particular places the officers were in. It is imperative that CSS state clearly to say, okay, our officers were maybe in Nkandanzovu, and there was no network, we couldn't reach them, or there was a challenge with maybe bringing them to the office for this and that, because of this and that challenge. Because as far as your committee is concerned, Chair, we know there is nothing that can fail to be sent, whether from Solwezi to Livingstone. That item is able to reach nowadays as we speak. So can you please clearly explain to your committee where were those officers, what was the challenge, were you able to reach them or you were not? Because even through a canoe, I know in Itezhi there is that dam, even through a canoe they could have passed and reached the office. So can you kindly communicate clearly to your committee? I submit, Chair.
Yes, Acting CS.
Chair, thank you. The Honorable is very right. I should have stated additionally, what I meant is the officers were away out of station. So we had some officers who were attending a workshop in Osaka, and that collided with the audit. So it was not possible because they were utilizing the same laptops where they were.
Perusing through your attachment, you are saying on Appendix 8 that the laptop was stolen for the CS, and you have indicated that 2 were with the officers and the other one was being fixed. How do you reconcile your attachment and the number of laptops that you are saying are with you? Just to follow you, because also in your management response to the auditors, you still referred to the stolen items. So how do you reconcile the 2 information?
Thank you, Chair. So in reconciling the 2 pieces of information, on the laptops, these were found to be missing items, and then we have the other items that were actually stolen. So on the laptops, they were missing because they were not given to physically to the auditors for them to see them.
So no laptop was stolen from the Council of Secretary's office?
No. From the Council Secretary's office, we had the television set, a computer, a desktop, and a monitor and the decoder. Those are the stolen items which were reported to the police.
Let's go to Appendix 8. Is it Appendix 8 that is talking about there? Read the police report for us. Acting CS. Switch on your mic.
The report says, this report serves to inform you that this information had on 16th May 2022 at 08 hours received a report of the above stated subject from M. Milton Sakala, age 56, of Council Houses and Itezhi Town Council, also the Deputy Council Secretary at Itezhi Council, in which he reported that unknown persons broke into the Council Secretary's office and stole from there one HP laptop and one HP desktop.
Just then.
Yes, Chair. The laptop was reported to be stolen. It was their laptop, so it still had to be reported because it was in the office. The council laptops that were missing, not availed at the time of audit, we have all of them with us.
This was a personal laptop?
Yes, this was a personal laptop.
Okay. Honorable Singombe?
Thank you, Chair. Just wanted to maybe further clarifications where the acting CS is indicating that some officers were attending a workshop in Lusaka. I just wanted to find out whether you were not given enough notice, and if the notice was given to you, do you think attending to the Auditor General's meeting was more important than coming to Lusaka for the workshop? Which one outweighed the other in your own view, bearing in mind that you were given time that auditors were coming?
Thank you, Chair. Indeed, in my own view, and indeed factually, audit takes precedence, and that we all understand. However, at the same time, there was a directive that the officers who were working under CDF to update the dashboard. Actually, that is the time the dashboard, CDF dashboard, was being implemented. So it was very difficult for that same laptop to be, for the officer to send it back or bring it back, and that is the laptop that had gone with the officer.
Honorable Mlona?
Chairperson, I'm wondering why our acting CS is laboring on this issue, seemingly a very simple one. If I ask here, they needed to be in Osaka for CDF meeting. So which was going to be, according to you, which was going to be easier for you to report that these laptops are missing, or to report to the auditors that these laptops are being used for the dashboard purposes in Osaka, so that these people would not carry it as an audit query? Which was going to be easier for you? Was it to protect and say they are missing, or giving them factual information they have been carried by officers in Osaka?
Thank you, Chair.
Council acting CS, in which context are you using the word precedent in this question? You are saying the audit takes precedence. So in which context are you using that terminology?
Yes, Acting CS.
I'll start with the first question. The laptops were found were unavailed, and that was the concern of the auditors. So I agree with the Honorable. It was going to be easy to simply communicate or inform them. That information was given, but then the laptops were not physically availed to them. So that still stood out to say these laptops, and they were not availed at the time of audit, as I have indicated and read in our cause of query. Then I'm using the term precedence in the context of audits. When audits are called upon, we have to forego any other matters that we are attending to and prioritize them.
Which did not happen.
Which did not happen, Chair, because of the unforeseen circumstances. We are sorry.
Honorable Dr. Manza.
Thank you, Chair. We are ready for the committee to page 10.
Before we proceed, I wanted to ask the Office of the Auditor General to comment. How long were you in Itezhi so that we establish the real reason why these laptops were not available to you?
Thank you very much, Chair. We concluded the audit on the 21st of October 2024. And why am I saying 23rd October 2024? Because that's when we delivered the status report telling the Itezhi Town Council on what items would appear in the Auditor General's report. Now, if I refer you back to page 21 of the status report of our Auditor General, this is a status report that I have. So, what we had given management at Itezhi, we categorically indicated the items and the remarks that we were querying. The first one was the television set license. The location was the council was in the council secretary. The remarks is stolen on the 3rd of October 2021. A laptop number 2, Lenovo, a council secretary, stolen on 3rd October 2021. Number 3, it was a desktop computer TBHDD 4G with a serial number. It was also the council secretary, stolen on the 3rd of October 2021. Then the 4th one was a desktop, also under planning, stolen on 3rd October 2021. Then there was also an HP desktop under planning, also stolen on the 3rd of October 2021. Then the 3 items, which are HP laptop, this one on the remarks, it was missing. The other one, number 7, which is an HP Pro book, also it was missing. And the 8th one was an HP Pro book laptop, which was also missing. But then, when we gave this list to Itezhi, their response was that management wishes to acknowledge the observation made by the auditors and wish to state that the police has not yet concluded the matter and no arrest and recovery of the property has been made. However, the police will be made available. So that was the response by management. So that's how we graduated this query. I submit here.
Yes, Honorable Muland.
According to what the auditor is reading, is that the management responded that these are still missing and they are waiting on the police to give them a report and no recovery has been done. And yet the management were aware that these laptops were with the officers. Can we get a clarification?
Additionally, you submitted that the laptop reported stolen in the council secretary's office was personal, but as you heard, this was property of the council. And the same police report says police visited the scene and verified the report in which it was discovered that thieves gained access to the office simply by opening the doors with keys and later locked the same, as no signs of damage was found on the mortise locks. I'll end here. Would you tell us the true story around this thing? Because it's like, even you, from your submission, you don't want to submit truthful information. Remember, under Cap 12, we have told you that you are free to tell this information, the truth, and information which is not misleading. Cap 12, the same Cap 12, if you mislead, deliberately mislead the committee, Cap 12 can be used against you. Honorable Mulunda, what is your question again?
My question, Chair, was from what the auditor was reading, he said the management responded when they were queried
Yes.
they responded that they are still awaiting a report from the police because the police are still investigating on the missing laptops. Now, I was saying, Chair, that these same laptops, they are not missing, they are with the officers in Osaka.
Yes.
So why are they waiting for the police to give them information when they have the information that one laptop is at the workshop, 2 laptops are with the officers?
Yes.
Why are they still waiting for the police to give them information about the laptops in their possession?
Yes, acting CS.
Yes, Chair. I'll still maintain the items that were stolen and the ones that were reported missing truly are the computers and the television sets, and those are the ones we were waiting and are still waiting on the police to get a report, and if any recoveries are done on the same. Otherwise, for the laptops, we've never had a theft of more laptops than that particular one laptop which was stolen.
A question from Honorable Mulunda.
Sorry, he may ask the question again.
Thank you very much. Maybe, Auditor, which page were you reading on? Was it on the main report?
It was their management reading.
Oh, yes. Okay. Maybe.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Chair. Through you, Chair. The record that I'm using, there are 2 records. The first record is our status report where we were giving feedback to Itezhi Town Council. And then the other document that I can also avail now, which is dated 2nd August 2024. It's coming from it's coming from Itezhi. It's headed. And then in their response, again, they are saying management wishes to acknowledge the observation made by the auditors and wish to state that the police has not yet concluded the matter, and no arrest and recovery of the property has been made. However, the police report will be made available. So, Chair, and this is signed by Madam Nenga. I think that's you. We rely on the information that we have been given by the client, and that's where we got the evidence. Presented to you, Chair. This is their document, and it's headed Itezhi Council, and it's on page 23, where they gave us the response.
So then my question, Chairperson, is that document, after the findings of the auditors wrote to the council, and the council responded by saying they are missing. Okay, I hear you, Council Secretary, I hear you very well. That you still maintain that that's a different case altogether. Is that your position? What the auditor is responding now is a different case. It's not the laptops, according to you. Isn't it?
I would say so, because the missing...
I just wanted that you are saying, yes, it's different. Now, I want to ask you, these laptops, according to the auditors, when they came to audit your local authority, you presented to them a response that these 3 laptops are missing. And when we asked you why were these laptops were missing, you said no, they are actually not just at the station, because 2 were with the officers and 1 was with the somebody was repairing it. So my question was and is, why was it difficult for you to submit it like that if you feel they are not missing? Because if you presented that they are missing, then they are missing. Then they are missing and everybody will say they are missing. So where were these laptops? You responded there with the officers. I go back to my earlier question. What was difficult in explaining to them? Then they drop this, because as far as auditors are concerned and what they are submitting to us now, it was a police case.
Yes, Acting CS.
Yes, Chair. We actually may ask that probably we may give now, and that we erred not to give the correct position at that time. Otherwise, that was a lapse on our part. The laptops are there.
The management response that was given to the auditors, signed by yourself, is it you that prepared it? A laptop, Lino, not given, amount not given, location council secretary, remarks stolen on the 3rd of October 2021. And these are council assets, not personal assets. Would you want to comment on this?
Yeah, so that is the only laptop which was stolen, which was in the council secretary's office at the time. But when we talk about the 3 other laptops that were not availed,
why did you include this on the list if it was a personal property?
Well, it had been working all along. It was in the office. We're using it for official duty, and we took it that had to get reported as well. Yeah, at the time that it was stolen, because we had to account for everything which was in
I'm
the
not
office.
talking about the police report. I'm talking about your management response to the auditors. Why did you include a personal laptop on the list of missing assets for your institution? Yes, Acting CS.
Yes, Chair. We included it in the thinking that we had to include it because it was part of the things and items that were recorded at the time the theft occurred. However, if we are guided to actually do otherwise, we really appreciate, Chair.
Another question, Honorable Kalobo. We move to another question, Honorable Kalobo. Honorable Dr. Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. Page 10. Page 10 on budgeting, funding and expenditure. Council, they found that they had unspent funds of 1,451,249. And the explanation is that the funds have since been used to pay salaries and capital projects and other operational expenses. And we have been provided with evidence, appendix number 10. So we can refer to the evidence. Appendix number 10 has a partial completion certificate showing the partial completion of a mourner's shelter and 2 double VIP toilets at Chongwe Cemetery. Then the other one is showing, the second one is a project that was involving construction of a guest house at Kayawe checkpoint. And the third one is a bank statement of account. So I'm looking for evidence to prove that this 1,451,249 is spent as promised on page 10. When I add when I add these invoices, I can call them, I see that there's an accounted for money of 162,343. How do you explain that? The second one is the partial completion certificate on the appendix number 10. What is here have been paid to these contractors? Because this is just a paper that was that is generated by the council. And the partial completion certificate, is this the standard way or the tezhi format? Because it just says completion date is 28 February 2024. We are not given details as to whether, because it's a partial completion certificate, so we're not given details as to whether this contractor will be maintaining the construction site. In short, the defects liability period is for how long? Whilst, okay, just these questions.
Company Secretary.
Thank you so much, Chair. I'll call upon the Director of Finance and also the Director of Engineering to give more information on the two items that have been asked.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Honorable, for that observation. I wish to inform the committee that the amount 1,451,000 was arrived at after looking at all the balances at the end of the year, where we had received the 815 as equalization fund, and then 557 was the monies which remained for the capital projects for the two projects, the Kayawe and the Monas. Then I wish to state that it was unfortunate that we didn't attach the PVs for personal emoluments and the operations for the council. But with your permission, Chair, if you can allow us to secrete them maybe subsequently, because we have them with us, the vouchers and the bank statements.
You have that information?
Yeah, we have them. They are outside in the vehicle.
You can bring them and give them to Secretariat.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'd refer to Director of Finance and Engineering. Yes. Director of Engineering, additional information.
Thank you, Chair. The question on the partial completion certificate, Chair, I wish to state that when a contractor completes the project, the initial certificate, we don't issue out a completion certificate. We give him a partial completion certificate, indicating that the project is still under the defects liability period. And according to the contract, Chair, we will keep on extending the period of the defect liability period until the contractor works on the identified defects. Thank you, Chair.
Follow-up, Honorable Dr. Mwanza.
The question to DF and the engineer. To the DF is this, from this 1.45 million kwacha, you have given us evidence how it was spent. So, two capital projects, which is the first one is 239,650. Then the other one is for the guard house is 321,000. And then you have attached a bank statement which shows an amount of about 705,417. When I've added these figures and looking at the amount that was queried, there is 162,000 kwacha which is unaccounted for. So you didn't explain as to why that money is not reflected. And we understand what a partial completion certificate is, but and then you have even explained that we give a partial completion certificate before certificate, and we state during the period between completion and final completion, the contractor. But in this case, the partial completion certificate does not indicate the period under which the contractor is going to take care and maintenance of this mourners shelter. So what my question is this the Itezhi standard, or it is the standard way we were instructed by partial certificate in this period? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Director Engineering, you can start, and then Director Finance.
Thank you, Chair. I think I'll take a note of the Honorable's notice, and I'll just wish to state that this is how we've been preparing the partial completion certificates as Itezhi Town Council.
Director of Finance.
Thank you, Chair. The 162,000 kwacha, which the Honorable Member has identified, was used for operations at the Council to procure stationery, to procure cleaning materials, and the rest. So when we were coming, I noticed that we had left out some evidence pertaining to the operation of the Council for the PV. So I communicated with my officers at the office that they should do the scans of all the payments amounting to 162,000, so that we can provide, with your permission, the Secretariat with that evidence.
Interesting. Okay, we'll admit it, make it available to Secretariat.
Thank you so much, Chair.
Any more follow-ups on this? We move to other questions, if any. Honorable Dr. Mwanza. Yes, please go ahead.
We go to page 3.
Page 3.
Page 3, we are interested on the performance of the Council in relation to fees and charges. Page 3 shows that at the time of audit, if we go to page 2 shows that at the time of audit, the fees and the charges Council had collected, had budgeted to raise 5,790,720, and during at the time of audit, they had raised that collected half, which is 2,254,000, with a variance of 3,536,000. And end of year, which is 2024, there is a positive variance of they've collected the fees. Where is the table? Yeah. In 2023, of course, there was a negative variance of -61%, which is shown in under page 7, and the remedy, they have for 2024 they have collected. Okay. So, my point of clarification. Before, at the time of audit, there was a negative variance under fees and charges, and most of it was as a result of plot premiums not paid, and then also marketeers refusing to pay market levy. You have since taken an action which has resulted in negative variance. At the end of 2024, there's a good collection of revenue in this aspect. Some of the actions, you've actually bought a GPS machine that you have actually surveyed the plots, and you have advertised, and also you have, in particular, you have for public transport, you are charging per bus 100 kwacha loading fee, and you are charging 10 kwacha for light truck loading fee. Of course, the amount depends on the final destination. Like from Itezhi to Lusaka, the furthest is about 100 kwacha, and on the fee structures were well. The process was well followed, and now there was a positive collection of fees and charges. But my point of clarification is now relating to on page 13, poor management of waste. At the time of audit, nobody wanted to be paying, more especially bus and markets. Then you went further to impose loading fees, and you imposed loading fees, and also you surveyed the plots. But later, you had improved the collection of fees. But in the same premises, the bus stations and market, on the same premises, there is no management of, there's very poor management of waste collection. There are no waste bins and receptacles at the time of audit, and you have since then responded to say due to financial challenges, that is why the bins and the receptacles are not provided. Why? What is your priority? To provide the necessary health and sanitation services so that the people should appreciate when they are paying the fees. I can see from your actions, from when even you're charging the marketeers, but they're still refusing up to now. Is it not because of you managed to buy bins and receptacles on January 20, which is just a few days before appearing to this committee. Right now, so it shows that they have only enjoyed this service in the last 2 weeks or so. Why do you set the first priority as in fees collection, other than also reciprocating through provision of services? I think.
Acting CS, you may comment.
Thank you, Chair. It is our actually mandate as well as wish to provide these services to our marketeers. Of course, like you have seen, currently we have provided those services. But in the long period of time before they were collected, we have actually been committed to doing weekly collection of refuse in the markets, except we did not provide the extra receptacles and the bins that were required. However, it is worth to mention that some receptacles were still there, though not enough to be in each and every corner of the market. However, the few that were there were being made use of, and one refuse bay, which was available, has been available, was being collected on a weekly basis in actually the modern market as well as the other market that we have, the Shimbiji market. So collection of waste has actually been promptly done on a weekly basis. I would also call upon the public health, the acting director planning, who substantively is the public health inspector, to provide further information.
I thought you would say our buying of more bins is our commitment going forward, that we'll do better. And end there.
Thank you, Chair. We actually
want to thank you, Itezhi, for our interaction this morning. Our deliberations have revealed some of critical areas that you need to improve on. We recommend as a committee that you improve your asset management, address the concerns around the unaccountable assets, and implement a more rigorous tracking system. On revenue collection, the committee recommends that you resolve the issues with plot applications and ensure prompt collections of overdue revenues. Budget and financial oversight. Strengthen the budget track process to ensure that funds are used efficiently and projects are completed as planned. Service delivery. Just like the Honorable Member was saying, you are urged to ensure that you enhance service delivery to the people of Itezhi. After all, that is why you exist for, and not to collect levies, but to provide services first before you collect levies. We want to thank you once again for the deliberations. I now wish to withdraw the immunity that was conferred on you at the beginning of our session. What you now say after this is done at your own discretion. I wish to officially close the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chair.
You're welcome. Please go well to Itezhi and save our people better.
Good morning. That was Itezhi Town Council, which was making its submission before the Committee on Local Government Accounts, which is considering the audit of the accounts of local authorities for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. Still to come, we expect Chirundu Town Council to make its submissions, and later during the day we also expect Joma Municipal Council to make its submission, and Siavonga Town Council. So the Itezhi Town Council was led by Ms. Exuda Milambo, Acting Council Secretary, and also Mr. Mukosha Musanda, Acting Director of Finance, Mr. Elias Mukavila, Senior Procurement Officer, and Mr. Ntambu Kashala, Director Engineering, Mr. Chitamuluka Albert, Acting Director Planning, and Mr. Chancellor Abraham, Internal Auditor. Remember, there are also other committees which are sitting, and I'll go through. Room number 4, we have a committee on youth sport, youth, child matters, and the witnesses expected to appear before the committee as follows: the Zambia Police Service and Save the Children Zambia. Under the topic, a review of government interventions on streetism in Zambia. In committee room number 5, we have Committee on Transport Works and Supply, and the witnesses include a National Council for Construction, Zambia Development Agency, and the topic review on rail transport in Zambia. In committee room 1, we have a committee on a national economy, trade, labor matters, under the topic a review of a Zambia mining licensing framework, and the witnesses include a Zambia Institute of Policy Analysis and Research, ZIPA, ZCCM Investment Holding, and at a new committees room we have the following: Nyanga Mulikita. We expect a committee on agriculture, lands and tourism, under the topic the impact of climate change in Zambia, and this one is expected to be live on radio, so you can tune in to Parliamentary Radio right away wherever you are. Just to the Committee on Agriculture, Lands and Tourism, and the witnesses include Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, and the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry. In Robinson, Navoliato, that's where the account is sitting, and I remember we just had Itezhi Town Council making its submissions before the Committee on Local Government Accounts. In Wesley Nyerenda, we expect a committee on delegated legislation under the topic consideration of statutory instruments. Witnesses as follows: Zambia Association of Manufacturers, Cross-Border Traders of Zambia. In Thomas Williams, we have Committee on National Security and Foreign Affairs under the topic review of the state infrastructure in defense forces. Witness, Ministry of Defense. We have a Committee on National Guidance and Gender Matters under the topic the operations of the Department of National Guidance and Religious Affairs, and we expect 2 witnesses which include the Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, and Bars and Nightclubs Owners Association of Zambia. So those are some of the committees which are sitting today, 5th February 2025. Remember, the Committee on Local Government Accounts is considering the audit of the accounts of local authorities for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. The committee started receiving its submissions on 20th January 2025, and so far we have more than 40 local authorities that have appeared before the Committee on Local Government Accounts. We urge you to stay glued right here on Parliament Television, the station that is dedicated to bringing Parliament closer to you. But just remind you that you can follow the proceedings on Topstar channel number 5, DSTV channel number 272, GoTV channel number 28. Right now, we do stand by for the next witness.
with nature is more to your liking, then we have just the thing for you. Get to interact with the Big Five in their natural habitat. Fine wining and dining, we hear you say? Say no more and be spoiled for choice with a stunning selection of top culinary experiences, all catered to suit each and every palate. And then there's the nightlife. Grab a drink. Surrender yourself to the ebbs and crescendos of an irresistible beat. Say cheers and get ready to dance the night away. All in the company of the friendliest people you will ever meet. Immerse yourself in the rich culture, movements, colors, pulse, rhythms and energy that make up the unique fabric of Zambian society. Be sure to acquire a piece of exceptional Zambian craftsmanship and artistry to remind you of your stay. Travel back in time and explore the foundations of Zambia's history by visiting one of our numerous museums. So whether it is supremely fitted conferencing facilities, accommodation and amenities,
Her Honor, the Vice President's question time.
Questions for oral answer understanding order number 76.
For a matter to be admitted, it has to be of recent occurrence.
Continue watching Parliament TV, a channel dedicated to bring Parliament closer to you.
My eParliament mobile application. First, download the app on either Play Store or App Store and install. After installation, open the app. Step 1. Register your personal information, that's your names, gender, NRC, date of birth. Step 2. Add your contact information, your email, phone number and home address. 3. Select your constituency. Step 4. Create your 4-digit PIN. At this point, The system will send an SMS to your mobile number with a one-time passcode. And the 4-digit PIN. And step 7. My e-Parliament, bringing Parliament closer to you. My e-Parliament mobile application. My e-Parliament is a mobile application developed by the National Assembly of Zambia in order to bring Parliament closer to you. You can download and install My e-Parliament from App Store or Play Store. Once installed, you can raise your concerns, provide your input, opinion and feedback on various projects or decisions being made in your constituency. On My e-Parliament mobile application, you can listen to Parliament Radio. You will have access to parliamentary documents such as bills and acts which are considered in Parliament. You will also have access to National Assembly social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can also watch parliamentary debates live on our YouTube channel. Download My e-Parliament now. My e-Parliament, bringing Parliament closer to you.
Thank you so much. This is Parliament Television. The Committee on Local Government Accounts is considering the audit over the accounts of the local authorities for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. Earlier, the committee did receive submissions from Itezhi Town Council, and just now we expect the committee to receive submissions from the Council Secretary, Chirundu Town Council. And of course, right now we take you to the Committee on Local Government Accounts.
land that I cherish, so close to my heart.
This land, founded on freedom, grounded in justice, love for all mankind.
It's a land where every person is born free,
and it's a land of peace, love and unity.
This land, Zambia, land of the strong, home of the brave. Our land, Zambia, free men we stand. In this land, beauty all around, there is no other, love like a mother's love for her child.
Oh, there's nobody come and take our peace away.
Let no one take what is free for all to share. This land, Zambia, land of the strong, home of the brave. Our land, Zambia, free men we stand. In this land, I believe the better days are surely coming, and I believe that we can make it through the night if we live.
Welcome Chirundu Town Council to your committee of local government accounts. Allow me, before we begin to deliberate, to assure you, Council Secretary, and extend immunities that are enjoyed by honorable members of parliament when they are in committee as well as in the main house. This is under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia. This means that what you submit this morning to the committee cannot be used against you in any courts of law or outside parliament, as long as it's not misleading or untrue. However, should you deliberately mislead the committee, the same law under Cap 12 can be used against you. The committee is ever comforted that you wouldn't willfully give information that is misleading.